everyone, welcome back. It's Carrie and this is Keep It Simple DIY. Today I have quite a few preservation projects that I need to do because our fridge died. So yes, we're in the middle of this renovation project and we have kind of a disaster everywhere. There's a little sneak peek on where we're at so far, but yesterday our fridge was making noise, which is the second time it's done that, and it went completely out. Last time it did that, it was frozen where the motor is, and so we were able to defrost it and it worked. And this time it wasn't frozen. It also had previously dumped water on the floor right when I was starting my project. So now let me show you everything that I have that I need to do. So we're looking like kind of a disaster today, but these potatoes are from last year. They actually did fantastic in my fridge. They didn't get any sprouts until the fridge's temperature couldn't hold anymore. So I'm going to can these up. And then I also have my tomatoes, which they don't need to be refrigerated, but I had them there, so it'd take longer. These look sad, but these ones look good. So I think I'm just going to use those as just fresh eating tomatoes. I haven't checked outside yet to harvest anything else. But then there's grapes, which these are already washed and ready. We're just snacking on those. I caught it. So now I have water to clean up, but that was this jar. And okay, this is my last harvest of green beans. I'm going to can those up today. And then I have these zucchini and squash, and I already made zucchini bread, and I've made zucchini pineapple, and so I am just going to dice those up and get them in the freezer. I think that's going to be the quickest and the easiest. And then for those of you interested, a quick little update here. This all has its first coat of paint on it, and so I need to still caulk all of the boards except for the 4 down here. And then I need to paint one more time, and then we haven't finished this area yet, so we're still working on that. But we're getting closer with the kitchen project, which I don't even know at this point if you've seen that I'm doing a kitchen project, so sneak peek for you. And so I am just going to, well, clean up my mess first, I guess, and then we will get to it. I won't go too in depth on how to can the green beans because you've seen me do that, but I will be making a separate video on how to can potatoes, so look out for that. And you get towels out of your fridge. Oh gosh, I wonder if that's, oh good, it's stuffed. It was not part of the kitchen project to get a new fridge, so that's kind of a bummer. So I'm canning my green beans first today because green beans can be cold packed, and I can then get the canner up to temperature, and then my potatoes need to be hot packed. So I will get the potatoes going after, and that'll give me time to hopefully peel and dice the potatoes. I also need to go pick up a few things. I have an order that is in at Home Depot for my project. I have a sideboard. This is not a bean anymore. I have a sideboard that I'm building, or that I will be building. I was hoping I would have that project done last week. I'm gonna cut that. Last week was Labor Day weekend, and I was thinking I was gonna have the whole project done, and of course, you know, they always take longer than you expect, so that's okay, we'll get it done. I wasn't anticipating doing all these preservation projects this week though. I thought for sure I'd have some time. I mean, I guess green beans were coming out of the garden regardless, but I didn't think I'd be doing both of these projects at the same time. Be careful, Milo. Okay, I checked these to make sure they had no bubbles. I got 3 pints and 1/2 pint, which is definitely not enough to fill my canner, but I think I'm gonna do it anyways and just put the empty jars in. We'll fill the jars with water first. I think next I'm going to cut the zucchini and squash. This one got huge. I've been dragging a little bit this morning. I went to bed late. I was up watching Virgin River, and I don't know why, but I woke up early too. What time is it? It's 8:30 now. I woke up at 7:30 and I went to bed at 1. I usually get 8 hours every night. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think I need to empty it. Okay, I am going to write on these freezer bags what they are and get them in there. So we'll say I feel like I should go check to see if there's anything outside. But if I go outside, the cats will want to come outside. So I'm not really in the mood to take the cats outside because I have the canner going and I need to get right back in. Maybe I'll just go around the back way. You know, I've tried using vacuum sealed bags and I have not had good luck with them. It might just be the kind that I bought, but like they would unseal themselves and everything would get freezer burned, where I haven't had any issues with these. So let's go check outside and see what there is. I'm glad I came out here. I just picked one and then I saw this one. So there's definitely a few. I think that's all I see in there. So here's a very quick overview of what the yard's looking like. My zucchini is here. This is the celery. Let's see it. So we'll see. It's liking being behind, so it's kind of in the shade. This is my second planting of carrots. I need to get out here and harvest the potatoes. This is the tomatillo plant, which, you know, has a lot of flowers, but doesn't have a lot of tomatillos growing yet. So I don't know, we're kind of getting into the time of year where it's a little cool, so I'm not sure how well that'll work. This needs to be a project, harvesting the kohlrabi. I have no idea what to even do with kohlrabi, so it's a project for another day. And then over here I have more of the turnips and rutabaga, and then over here is, well, a weed, and then, what are these? You have to go through the weed to figure it out. Those are beets. I think we've got some oregano that seeded itself here. I did get out to pull a few weeds the other day, so that's helpful. And then my peppers and onions. These ones are tall onions, so I do need to, or long onions, Tokyo long onions. So I do need to harvest those, even though I have a ton of long onions in the basement. My pepper plants, though, are doing pretty well. Some of them have quite a few peppers on them, like these. They're looking pretty good. These are the jalapenos. I don't think we're going to get very well with the onions. I think that's about as big as they're getting this year, which is like the size of a small gumball. There's peppers. These ones are going well too. That's the biggest pepper I've ever grown. And then there's some more peppers. And then this plant is doing pretty well. I'm thinking we might get a few more of these blackberries. I did fertilize everything with some acid fertilizer. Otherwise, nothing fancy going on here. I harvested the last of the grapes. There weren't very many grapes this year because I pruned them too much. Oh, there's a bunny. And my cats are in the window. So the pumpkins, not doing well. But in here, our pears are doing fantastic. A few pears fell off. Like, this is the biggest pear that I've had so far. So hopefully this turns out well. Oops, sorry, bunny. Okay, we have our little acorn squash. I need to look and see how to know when it's ready to harvest. Probably has to do with the tendrils. And let's see, otherwise asparagus and artichokes won't be this year. Here's another little one. I was wondering, it's been so long, I'm like, are we going to get any more? And so now we finally have little female flowers. These corns, oh look, twins. We've got twin corns there. That's interesting. I haven't seen that before. We're probably going to be harvesting some corn soon. At least these ones look like they're about ready because the top's here. So perhaps we'll be harvesting the corn. This needs to be harvested. This is all of the carrots. Let's see how big they are. Well, oh yeah, they're in there. So any day now I should be out here, but I'm busy. So we'll see. I did pull all the green beans out of here. And then this has, well, a bunch of weeds, it looks like. But I did plant cabbages. Oh, there's a few. Cabbages and something else for winter. Cauliflower. We'll see if anything happens with that. Oh, these are the two pumpkins. They're actually growing pretty well now, but I mean, it's late in the season. There's no pumpkins that are going to happen there. This is the first, oh no, it's already flowering. This is Thai basil. And I haven't harvested any yet because that's all that grew. So I need to get out here and harvest that little guy before it flowers again. And then here's the tomatoes. It looks like some of our pink tomatoes are finally starting to be pink-ish. So we're getting there. So luckily there aren't a ton here that I need to harvest. So that is the quick garden update. Let's go chop these zucchinis. I got 3 more bags of zucchini. And I am going to bring these all down to my downstairs freezer and get them in there. All right, I don't think I'm going to be shredding the cheese today, but we did get our green beans done and our potatoes. We did purple potatoes and we did white potatoes, and they're looking fantastic. These are just going to sit on my counter until tomorrow, and then I will make sure that they've sealed. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!